And I'll be damned, we're live. That's the first thing I get from me. I'll be damned.
We are live.
Yeah, an uncut version of our podcast. This is gonna be fucking crazy looking.
Give you a reason to check out Twitch, I guess.
Yeah, right. Did you guys have any like trick-or-treaters or anything come around your area? Like, did you have to keep your lights off?
Total of 2 doorbell rings. The first doorbell ring was like 2 14-year-olds.
Well, so they were borderline age and not doing it anymore anyway.
Yeah, and then we actually got legit like a group of 3 that were like little kids, and I just let them. I was like, just take handfuls.
Oh, you put candy out?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So we didn't even do that. You see, so I figured it'd be fun to talk about top candy, for what Zach and Skylar and Verona like, then like what we considered gold. What was gold in our trick-or-treat basket bag?
Our little wicker baskets that we used to carry around.
Oh no, dude, it was a pillowcase for me, man. I remember Halloween being a gold mine for me.
You know what I remembered recently is those little plastic buckets that McDonald's used to give out, like the little pumpkin and the little Frankenstein.
Yeah.
They were like tiny.
Yeah, there wasn't much to those. You fill them up in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. Then I figured we'll talk about the peanuts. The whole controversy now.
Well, that's a good segue from candy to peanuts.
Oh, that's an easy one too.
Yeah. Who
likes peanuts? And those circus peanuts, those the orange ones, nasty. No, we're talking about a peanut with a football. I actually put this is from the Miami Herald. The bottom of the article. I read it. I was like, okay, that's got to be in the show. It's so stupid. It has to make it.
What did you read?
Well, it's the article right there at the bottom. It says, obviously, we can't let this stand. The petition reads in part, we can't let Apple take the football away from us like Lucy takes the football away from Charlie Brown.
Lord, give me a break.
I was like, hold on, they have 192,000 petitions already on this thing. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Don't people have something better to do with their lives right now? There's more things we should be concerned about rather than the peanuts. And do you have yourself a joke, sir? Silence means no. Oh, you there? Oh, hey.
Here I am.
Oh, wow. What happened?
It's starting to do that pretty, not consistently, but it's like whenever I go live, it's like it causes, I'll be okay for a few minutes, but then for whatever reason, my internet connection has to like restart itself, and then I'm good to go indefinitely.
Oh, so
I think it's
okay. Do you have a router that actually identifies what needs what type of bandwidth?
It could be, maybe. Yeah, it's possible, I guess. And maybe it just does a reset.
That's possible. Okay, well, you ready? We'll go ahead and just hit record on this here. Yeah, John. So it looks like he froze. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and
wait, I need Audible.
Oh, you need Audible still.
Or Audible. What the hell is it called? Audacity. Oh, the audacity of this guy.
Yeah. See, John said that. We're gonna just give you an idea, John. We're just doing a uncut video of what our normal podcast is. So all the stops, the cuts, and everything that would not be in the podcast, well, we figured we'd put up on over here on Twitch.
Twitch only, since we got nobody over there.
Yeah, Twitch doesn't care about us so much.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, and 3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome back to the Dadnarok Podcast. This is Sean.
And this is Chris.
Hey, we're back at it once again, post-Halloween. We're in November 2020, almost done this year.
Well, we can't get over quick enough, honestly. But as soon as November hit, man, Ohio knows it, and it's sickening to me. I got an alert on my phone. Like, normally you hear that the ding. It's like, okay, it's a rain shower coming.
Yeah.
No, sons of bitches, it was rain. It was snow.
Wow. Did you actually get snow?
Oh, Janessa was out doing some shopping today, and she said she's seen like this white flurries and everything. She didn't think it was snow until I actually let her know that it was snow.
Wow.
I was a little upset. Actually, no, I was a lot upset.
That's that Ohio weather, Dayton.
It just knows.
Yeah.
And it's and our weather's so bipolar because I think like by the end of the week we're gonna be in the 70s again.
Is the sump pump going off? No. N-O send. Oh shoot. O send. There we go. Yeah. Weather. Yeah, I mean it's gotten cold here. We had a heck of a windy day today. That was really the only bad weather we've had. I think it dipped down to 39 right now, but anyway, it's getting to be that time of year.
Yeah, I mean we can't really complain too much, man. It's November 1st. I mean, it's gonna get cold. It's inevitable. I mean, I live, we both live in the Midwest. I mean, I'm a little further north in it. Your weather's a little nicer to you.
Yeah. It's a little more mild down here in Kentucky.
I mean, only 2.5 hours though. I mean, it's like we're not drastically far apart, but the weather you would think it's night and day almost.
I know, but then if you think what's going on like 2.5 hours north of you right now, I'm sure it's even worse than what you got.
Yeah, if
Like,
you get up
in
towards Cleveland and everything, yeah, on the lake, yeah, yes. If you I guess if you think of it that way,
Yeah.
2.5 hours is quite a bit.
That can be a game changer.
Well, we just had that whole trick or treat thing happen yesterday. Did you guys pretty much already celebrated? You guys didn't have any intention of doing anything this year, did you?
No, not really. So we already had we did a couple scavenger hunts. I talked about that last week. Verona, my daughter had her cousin over, and we did just a small little scavenger hunt with toys and candy. And we did the same thing again this week with some friends of ours. Mentioned them on the show before, Jasmine and Christopher. They brought their daughter Molly over, and they played so well together. They were here for a while. So it was really nice to actually have some company for a while, and I got dinner, and but yeah, that's how we spent our Halloween, just with some good company, and we had a total of 5 trick-or-treaters in 2 visits.
No, see, me, I had all intentions of really doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I actually got with my wife. We went out, got our own candy, got their own buckets. We were going to put together almost like an Easter basket type thing of just Halloween things. We were going to do cookies, and we did watch Garfield's Halloween.
Oh yeah, what did you end up doing? How'd you find it?
It's YouTube.
Okay.
I watch it every year on YouTube. I just pull it up and just type in Garfield Halloween, and it pops up. Actually, it pops up with a few other options too, with Garfield and Friends. So it's a longer video.
Yeah.
I just watched like the first 15, 20 minutes or whatever the special is. Then we pull over and we watched Charlie Brown, which we're going to talk about here a little bit later.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we went ahead and we walked the neighborhood. Now, Zach really wanted to really bad. He's getting to the age now where he's making plans with friends without consulting any of the adults.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So he makes plans to walk around with his little friend that lives up the street. And first I got to text her mom. I was like, "Are you guys even doing this?"
Yeah.
And then she says she is. And then I look at Zach. I'm like, "Okay, you have gloves with your Halloween costume, and you have your mask. You have to wear both of them if you're going to go ahead and go out and walk around with them."
Yeah. What was he? Was he some kind of ninja? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, some type of blue lightning ninja type thing. He didn't actually wear the big mask that comes with it that lit up and the works.
Right.
He got that behind. So he just had his his like he had a Mandalorian. He had a mask on with Baby Yoda on it.
Okay.
And then he actually lost his actual gloves that went with his costume. So he was wearing Gardener gloves.
Whatever works.
But I was like, that was your requirement. Now, I put this out on all our social medias already.
Yeah.
My daughter was Elsa for the 3rd consecutive year.
Right.
And my wife looks at me and she's like, "I'm going to make you Olaf." And this is where, if you're listening to me, you have to say no. Because I looked at her and I gave her that "you better not look."
Yeah.
But I never said no.
Oh, man.
And she comes home with a pair of white painter's pants. It's more of a maroon type like sweater.
Yeah.
which is really nice. I'm gonna wear, once everything's said and done. But also like a large white T-shirt, a hat. Man, she went all out. She turned me into Olaf.
Oh Lord.
And I'm walking around with Skylar. And I mean, honestly, at first I was kind of like, you've got to be kidding me, right? And it made it enjoyable. But
I saw that you post that nightmare fuel on our TikTok account.
yes, I was walking Janessa down. She had no idea she was recording a TikTok when she was doing it either. It was kind of
Wow.
funny.
You had like the Nicholson eyes going, like you were looking down. Speaking of The Shining a couple weeks ago,
Yeah,
but you were
I
like,
was
"I
like,
want
how
a
creepy can
hug.
I make this?
Give me a hug." It's bad. I like warm hugs.
Oh man, but yeah, Skylar has a Frozen mask, so she wore that, and then she has like these like gloves that came with like a Elsa costume or dress up thing she's had in the past.
Yeah.
So she had the gloves and the mask on the whole time. I wore my mask because I was walking up to the people with her, but and on top of it, I put my phone in my back pocket and I was playing the soundtracks. So we were walking around with the soundtrack.
You mean you weren't belting the tunes yourself? You weren't singing "Let It Go" as
Oh,
loud as you
Skylar
could?
started to. But yeah, it was a good time. They got a lot of candy. We only intended on doing the street with her,
Yeah.
and we did a lot more. We just kept going. I mean, she got more candy than Zach did, believe it or not. And I think she benefited from me being with her, dressed
Nice.
as Olaf.
Nice. Well, that was very good of you. What a good dad move there to take one for the team.
That I
Go
was
out
hearing that
there.
a lot too. It's like, yeah, that's awfully nice of you to play along.
Yeah. So a couple of low key Halloweens for us here. I'm looking forward. Next year should be better. Hopefully, God willing, everything's back to normal. The new Halloween and the new Scream movies will be coming out in theaters. We'll be trick or treating and traveling and doing all that fun stuff.
Will Halloween be on Sunday next year, or will it be on a Friday?
That's a good question. Well, now that you asked, I don't know off the top of my head, but let's check it out.
See, now something Janessa knows is uncanny. She knows that stuff.
It'll
Off the
be on
top
a
of her head.
Sunday.
If it's a Sunday,
Yeah, it'll be a Sunday.
I bet they'll still do it on. Most places will still do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of times, for some reason here in Kentucky, they never move it. Like it's always on the 31st, which
Okay.
trick or treating on Sunday is like weird to me, but whatever.
Yeah, all these ghosts and goblins and devils walking around on the Sabbath.
Yeah, really. You gotta go to work the next day.
Yeah, right. There's that too. It's like you want to stay up, you want to watch movies, walk around. You're going to be tired,
Yeah.
and then you got to unwind and go to bed and wake up the next morning for work. Well, those who us are working. I mean, I'm not one of them really. I work on my own schedule. That's all.
Yeah, you're doing well. A lot of folks fight for that ability.
And that's true. And you know what? Not if, but when I wind up going back to a normal job, it's going to be hard getting back on a schedule that they dictate to me that I don't dictate.
Right.
But I mean, you
Let's
handed
segue
out a
into
little
candy.
bit. Yeah, say
We
you.
start talking about this candy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So you handed out a little bit of candy, and Zach and Skylar got a lot of candy. Is there any candy that, say, Verona prefers?
Yeah, I'm coming to find out that she actually doesn't care for chocolate stuff as much as she likes fruity stuff. So like give her like Twizzlers, Sour Patch Kids, like Nerds, stuff that's like sweet and has like a fruity twist to it. But like straight up chocolate stuff, she doesn't dig on as much.
That's why her and Zach get along so well.
Oh, is
Zach
that right?
not a chocolate person at
Yeah.
all. Now it's funny. Skylar, on the other hand, anything candy, she doesn't care. Chocolate, she goes for first.
Yeah.
But if it's Skittles or anything else or from Starburst, she's all about it.
Oh yeah, Verona's all about Skittles and Starburst too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I prefer all about the Reese's for me. I mean, Reese's is kind of my top in whatever form. Actually, I like the Reese's things that aren't the peanut butter cups more than I like the actual just standard Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh no, I can't disagree more.
Like I like the dark chocolate version. I like Reese's Pieces. I like Nutrageous. I like all the stuff around Reese's, but just the
Reese's
plain cups.
Reese's Pieces, I can get on board with.
Yeah.
But the Reese's peanut butter cups, I feel like it's a perfect ratio of peanut butter to chocolate.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Although I
when they,
did enjoy last year. Remember, it was last year or a couple years ago. They had two different versions. One was like a thinner one where it was more chocolate, and another one was a fatter one with more peanut butter. Did you ever try any of those?
I didn't try those. I know they have ones that they're running now that I can't find anywhere. One's called Chocolate Lovers, where there's less peanut butter and more chocolate.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like
talking
you're
about.
yeah, like you're saying, but they're not thin. These
Oh,
are
okay.
normal size peanut butter cups.
Oh, yeah.
But I can't find them anywhere, and quite frankly, I've kind of given up.
Yeah, and I know the white chocolate ones were out for a few years. I don't know if they make those anymore either.
But it's one of those things, guys. It's like Doritos for me as well. Cool Ranch and nacho cheese. They're not broken. Don't try to fix them. Peanut butter cups are perfect as is. Some may say the peanut butter eggs are a little bit better, but then they even branched off now. They got the Christmas trees and they
Oh,
got
yeah.
pumpkins now.
Oh, yeah.
No. If I got to eat it with more than one bite, like I can put a full cup in my mouth and be done with it. If I got to take 2 bites of it, it's too much.
You're so picky. Give it to me. Whatever you don't eat, I'll take. I'll take them trees. I'll take them pumpkins.
now, I'll eat a peanut butter egg, but I'll go out of my way to get peanut butter cups during the Halloween. I won't go out of my way to go ahead and get a egg or a tree for the other holidays.
You know what just came to mind, and actually, it may be my favorite Reese's style candy. It actually only comes out in Easter. It's sold in little like milk carton looking things, and it's the Reese's Robin eggs. They're basically like giant Reese's Pieces, so it's got like the candy coated outside shell, but it's bigger and plumper, so it's full of that peanut butter and a layer of chocolate inside. They are fantastic.
See, dude, that falls into the ratio messing up, just like peanut butter cups. Like Reese's Pieces, I think are very close to perfect. When you put more peanut butter in it to what the chocolate is, it starts messing with things.
Have you tried them?
Snob.
You do. I don't want to hear any music that's a cover of anybody else's song. This should be the original, and the original Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is perfection. Does not need to be messed with at all.
I'll mess with it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Oh, but when you were walking around when we were kids, was there when you opened up your bag? Because we both did this. First thing we did when we get home, 8:00, bags upside down, candies everywhere.
Oh yeah.
What was your goal? Like, what was like your top 2 candies that were in your bag?
Any king size of anything. Like if the neighbors, I know we had one neighbor that would do that pretty frequently.
Was it?
I think so. Was it the same guy that used to have like the kids of the neighborhood come over and watch hockey games and stuff? They used to go all out and have the decorations in their front yard.
You know, you're thinking the guy on the corner, the creepy guy who used to play hockey with us.
Yeah.
No, no, this was the guy directly next to us. That one you're thinking about was one house down.
Oh, right. Yeah. Yeah, but king size anything. So if like they're handing out a king size Snicker, back in the day I loved king size Baby Ruth bars. I think they were my go-to, or Baby Ruth.
Now, see, we've already talked about, peanut butter cups, but I don't know if they were out when we were trick-or-treating and younger, but I love 100 grand. And the only time I get it is around Halloween.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, me too. I'll never, like, if I'm like at a gas station or something and I pick up, which I don't eat like a ton of candy bars as is, as a grown adult. I used to when I was like back working at a place called Aaron's that was kind of like a rent-a-center. I mean, I would hop on a truck and just be out on the road all day. So like gas station food was my go-to. It was a lot of Slim Jims and Monster Energy drinks and gas station hot dogs and candy bars.
Oh, so Jeanette ruined hot dogs from a gas station for me.
Oh no, why?
Oh my God. Okay, so we know what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, how do you know no one sneezed on those hot dogs? I'm like, you suck. I can't eat one again. Because every time I look at them, I'm gonna think of someone sneezing on this hot dog. I say, you know what I gotta do now? I'm gonna have to go buy a roller and put it in our kitchen. So they're the best hot dogs.
I know. I used to have a hot dog roller, but I'd never used it. It just would sit on top of our refrigerator forever and collect dust. And once you get over the novelty of having one, it just takes up space after that.
It's like my waffle maker. I used it twice, and it's in the cabinet underneath.
Yep.
But yeah, the 100 grand. I mean, what was another one? I was always partial to Snickers.
Yeah, that's classic.
every now and then I think would run across like a Swedish fish.
Right.
One of those like little like that has like 4 or 5 little ones in there that are just enough to stick in your teeth,
Mhm.
and you don't have more to get them out with.
Yeah. I'm gonna give you a couple here and see what your thoughts are.
Okay.
How do you feel about Milk Duds?
Put them in the can and flush them.
Really?
I cannot stand a Milk Dud.
Are they just too chewy?
No. I don't know. I'm not a big malt like candy.
Oh, well, Milk Duds are the chewy, like it's just straight up caramel. Maybe you're thinking of Whoppers.
Okay.
Whoppers are like the perfect round ball that's like the crunchy malt inside. Milk Duds are the small yellow box where literally they kind of look like Raisinets, but it's just pure caramel with chocolate covering it. But they're really chewy and sticky, and they like stick in the crawl of your mouth.
I don't remember those ones so much. Yeah, no. Then it was the other ones I was thinking
All right, so
about.
no to Whoppers for sure.
Yes.
How about York peppermint patties
Yes, absolutely.
and or Junior Mints because they're so similar?
Oh, so I'll get Junior Mints as an adult going to the theater.
Mhm.
I'll get a box of Junior Mints and I'll sit there. Now it messes with you because you're eating these like mint candies and you're drinking your Coke.
Yeah.
So it's like you have this weird like toothpaste taste in your mouth the whole time.
It is strange, but I mean, when you like eat a York peppermint patty and then like take a cold drink of something, it does like, it's almost like those old commercials where the guy would be like on top of a mountaintop and then like in his skis or whatever. When I bite into a York peppermint patty,
Yeah, all you have was that cold feeling
Yeah.
in your mouth. You expect to breathe out and just be like ice.
yeah, it's an experience. That makes for a good candy. All right. Well, those are the only two I had in mind. Let me give you one more.
Okay.
Oh, how about Pop Rocks?
I won't go out of my way for them.
Yeah.
But I won't. It'll probably be one of the last things that are in my bag. But it's like it's candy and it's in the bag, so it's
Yeah.
gonna wind up consumed.
Right.
But you don't see those very often anymore.
No, you don't.
Pop Rocks and kind of like remember Fun Dip?
I do, yeah.
It's something you don't see very often anymore
Pixie
either. Pixie sticks, I mean, that's just straight cocaine. And just lay it out on the desk and just snort it up.
Literally with the convenient straw that it comes with.
Oh man, Pixie sticks were nothing but pure sugar. I remember holding like 3 of those, ripping the tops off and just dumping it in.
Yeah.
And you just, oh man. And then remember just going, oh, sugar.
Yeah. And then just, drinking it down, washing it down with a giant cola, like you're good to go.
Oh man, kind of Hulk smash. You're ready to run.
Well, we've gone through some of our top choices here. What about candies you don't really care for?
I was never like a Milky Way.
Yeah.
Anything like a chocolate licorice. Oh, I might as well throw it in the can. I was never a chocolate licorice fan. Or
chocolate licorice? You mean like black licorice?
Oh, I'm sorry, black licorice. Yes.
Yeah. Black licorice is no bueno. I don't really care for it.
Don't give me an apple.
What? What about candy apple? Like a caramel apple or a candy apple?
I remember getting just straight up apples as kids.
Yeah. Some folks were like that. You get the cool neighbor that would give out the king size Snicker, and then the crappy neighbor that would give out like floss and an apple.
Oh man. What else was out there that wasn't really any good at
that? Circus peanuts. You said those already. That's something you can bring up.
Towards the end here.
Oh, okay.
When we transition.
Oh, yeah, good.
Transition.
What about? Do you remember they had like these little cardboard boxes, and they would be either like it was the same stuff that like candy cigarettes were made out of, but
they would
be like dinosaur bones. It would just be like this chalky white nastiness that passed for candy.
Yeah, no, they were nasty. Sweet tarts, I loved. That's what we haven't talked about.
Oh, sweet tarts.
I'll still eat a sweet tart.
I don't. Are sweet tarts still around?
Yeah, sweet tarts are still around.
Shoot, it's been a while.
Well, then they have their distant cousin who sweet tarts don't even want to bring up, but you have Smarties.
Oh yeah,
Smarties were just chalk.
Smarties would be the kind of candy that you would like get visiting your aunt or uncle's house, and they would just like, here, you want some? You want a piece of candy or something? And they give you the little tube of Smarties, and you just gotta like settle. It's like It's worse than Pez, but it's like it's candy and you're bored, so it's like, okay, thanks.
Well, you bring up a candy that like a relative gives you. I thought of one that my grandmother used to give me. Remember those candies that were wrapped with like a strawberry wrapper, and then
Yes.
inside was soft? It was a kind of like a strawberry like gooiness. That's the best way I can put it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. I
And
don't know. Like, I don't think there was an official brand. It would just be like a grocery store generic brand of candy, and they'd be in the little strawberry wrappers.
yeah, and every now and then, I think it's just because my grandmother's passed, I get a craving for one. I'm like, I don't know where to
Yep.
get one. I'm like, I want one. Or if I find, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I can wait another 6 months before I have another one.
I used to have the same thing with my grandparents, except I think it was Werther's Originals. You know, the little kind of round discs
Yeah.
of like a butter toffee.
Mhm.
You just kind of let sit in your mouth and melt in your mouth for a bit. Those were good.
I think everybody had something with their grandparents. Like
Yeah.
my grandma was with my mom was the strawberry candy. My mom, they always had a like a bowl
Yeah.
of
The candy dish.
a candy dish of Jolly Ranchers. It was always Jolly Ranchers, and it was always a different type. Like I'd go in there, I could pick up all the the green apples, all the grapes or watermelons.
Yeah.
They were kind of my three go-to flavors.
Yeah, Jolly Ranchers back in the '90s especially, they were like the party candy, man. You
Right?
take a shot and take it with the Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, right now it's the M and the not M&Ms, the what the hell are those things called during Easter? Jelly beans. Right now that it's the jelly beans. They got the Jolly Rancher jelly beans.
Oh, okay. Yes, they are good.
That's what I kind of go. Now the messed up thing about those is you can't just take a handful and dump them in because
Mhm.
it's like all these different flavors, and
Yeah.
your brain can't handle it.
Yeah, you gotta savor the different type. Do you prefer now we're kind of on, like, Easter candy because jelly beans are kind of more of an Easter thing, but, do you prefer the Starburst jelly beans or what's the one we just mentioned?
Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher. Do you prefer Jolly Rancher jelly beans, Starburst brand jelly beans, or Jelly Belly jelly beans, like the gourmet ones where they're, like, popcorn flavored peach root beer?
We can get rid of Jelly Belly.
Really? You don't like those at all?
We can get rid of Jelly Belly, and I can take either or with the other
Okay,
ones. Now, what I'll
okay.
do is I'll be Madonna with them, and I'm gonna sort them out, and I want my bowl of this and that and this, and I can just pop them individually. But
No kidding.
that one I'm not the peanut butter cup guy with.
Ye yeah.
But
Oh,
there's one candy that I will throw away every time I get it,
what is it?
and it's a circus peanuts. I won't even touch a circus peanut. The orange, like
Yeah,
I don't
it's
even
like
know
a
how to
what is it even
describe the
supposed to
texture.
be? It's like not even like a marshmallow thing, it's I don't know, it's very strange.
You can kind of snap it. It's almost like styrofoam.
Yeah, it's like halfway between taffy and a marshmallow. Yeah, it's like styrofoam peanuts.
They're disgusting, and somehow they're popping, pushing them off on kids. But I mean, talking about peanuts, I mean, there's no way you haven't heard, or anybody listening to this hasn't heard about the uproar about the peanuts moving the holiday specials over to Apple TV Plus.
Oh, those peanuts, Charlie
Yep.
Brown peanuts.
Yeah, swiping the football, and
Yeah, Lucy Linus.
Lucy was mean.
Yeah,
No matter how you look at it, there would never be another Lucy in a cartoon because man, she was a bully.
that was a good thing about peanuts, man. It gave you realistic expectations of the different types of people that are out there.
You got that
You got your
invitation? Those two lists. You
yeah,
were on
you
the nothing end.
you've got like your like dirty stink bomb people like Pigpen. You've got your people with the anxiety disorders and like Charlie Brown and people that just don't care like Snoopy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Then you had your ones you weren't sure what they were, like Peppermint Patty.
Yes, sir. I understand what you're saying, sir.
Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, I know we've talked about in the past, and about cutting the cable and everything, and I mean I prefer it. I've already watched it twice.
Yeah.
The Charlie Brown Halloween special.
So what exactly is the uproar? I mean, what are people getting upset about? Just the fact that they're exclusively on these services and they can't watch them on CBS, at 7:30 on a Thursday night this year.
That's absolutely what it is.
Yeah.
They took them off of free broadcast television.
Right.
And people, I mean, I was talking to my in-laws about this. I mean, there's some people that still have the old like CRT TVs.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't stop moving forward for the sake of the few that haven't moved forward.
That's true.
I mean, that's kind of my thinking of it. Now, I almost feel like, and like our local news network went ahead and put out, Rudolph and Frosty will be on channel 7, our CBS local channel. And people were like, "Oh, thank goodness you didn't take those away from us." I put out there saying it's only time, before these wind up on a streaming service as well.
Yeah, for sure. Now, why the exclusivity? Was that some sort of a deal between Charles Schultz's company and Apple? Like, I understand putting them on a streaming service because Apple has that Snoopy show. What is it called? Like the Peanuts in Space or
they've got Snoopy in Space, which is specifically to their service. They're making a season 2 to it.
Yeah, so I get that. So if you're like generating new Peanuts content, or if you want to have the back catalog on and have that as a special, what about like pulling it off just standard TV though? Like, what do you know what the decision was behind that?
I don't know all of it. I know they got the rights to it.
Yeah.
And they're still trying to drive that Apple TV Plus product.
Right.
So I figured the more eyes on it, and they're not charging for it. That's the thing. Like, I was even talking to my mom about it yesterday because she was kind of like, "I want to watch it." I said, "Well, you have a Roku, right?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, you can download the Apple TV app, and you don't need to have an Apple TV.
Yeah, you've gone too far. You've gone too far. Having somebody download an app.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, I don't know that." And it was like, you also know it's free.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pay anything to watch the Charlie Brown special.
And you can watch it anytime you want.
Yeah, you can put the damn thing on repeat and just keep it going if that makes you happy.
If you love this thing so much and up to this point, for whatever reason, haven't purchased the VHS, the DVD, or the Blu-ray, and only count on watching it for free for 1/2 hour during each December on, broadcast television, then, I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, people are like, I could DVR it and watch it over and over and over again. And true, you could DVR it.
Yeah.
But you know what? You don't have to wait for it to come on that one time. What if you forgot to set the record?
Yeah. Yeah. You're out of luck, pal. Christmas is ruined.
Oh, yeah. Then there's the Christmas special, then the Thanksgiving special. People bring up the Thanksgiving special like they know what the hell it is.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I've seen the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, and of course the Charlie Brown Christmas special, which is standard holiday viewing.
Now we watched the Thanksgiving. We actually Zach went ahead and purchased it without my knowledge.
Oh, good for him.
a couple years back. So we have that one. So they watch it. They're familiar with it. I mean, I have no issue with it. I mean, if it's there, I mean, I'm gonna have the service. I have it from more than just Charlie Brown. But if it's there, we're gonna use it.
Yeah, I think that's just, I mean, we're kind of caught in a gray area here where there's still just a lot of folks that they're just not up on the technology, streaming technology. I mean, you can't purchase a TV anymore without it being a smart TV. My mom, she purchased my grandmother a brand new TV a few months back, and it was a Roku TV like I use. And she had me basically give her instructions over FaceTime over the phone on how to set the setting to where when you turn the TV on, it goes right to the cable box, as opposed to going to the main Roku menu and going to the different apps and clicking on the cable box, app for it to open up, because she didn't want to have to do that because that was too much trouble for her. She wanted to just turn on the TV and have it go right to, her cable box feed, which, if that's what you're used to and you don't like to, navigate a menu on your smart TV, I guess I get it, but it's not that difficult. But there are folks out there that, they don't, they're done learning new things, man.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been out of the install world for a while. I mean, Zach was, I think, 1.
Yeah.
And I was still having to bring converters to put the old CRT TVs.
Yikes, man. That wasn't that long ago.
I was like, where am I muting myself?
You're really trying to keep it in. Oh, don't cough.
Oh, damn. But yeah, I mean, I had to carry them with us because we had to guarantee that we can hook up the TVs.
Yeah.
So I was like, come on. I was like, get with the times, guys. These TVs don't cost much anymore. We're like, know what the argument always was? And you probably know it. It's not broken. Why fix it?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
even said that earlier with the peanut butter cups. So I say it.
At least you recognize your own foibles.
So, but I mean, when it comes to technology, I'm like, you know what? You got to keep moving forward with the technology.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for, like, I want VR, but my experience with it so far, it hasn't been good.
Yeah, well, that's a technology where I just think they're not quite there yet as far as getting the experience at an acceptable level for everybody. But we've already had a show dedicated towards talking about VR in the past. Look it up on Dadnarok.com. We got all kinds of past episodes on there.
Boom, there we go.
But speaking of which, I mean, I think, when it comes to technology like that, there are times where I'm on the other side of things where I actually appreciate like the retroness of it all. Because we moved here to the new house, and I took a look in our unfinished section of the basement down here. They have a giant CRT TV down here, and I'm talking like whatever the biggest CRT TV you could have bought, like just the monster. I probably not the kind that would like roll like the projector, like those big screen TVs. It was still like the glass front, but it's enormous. Like I couldn't pick it up on my own, I don't think.
So it's still there because they couldn't move it, kind of like the pool table.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. Yeah. But I'm curious to like plug it up, see if it works, and man, then maybe I'll go across the street and buy an old N64 or.
Well, it's funny you say that because I've all of a sudden had the urge to go ahead and get a record player.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And buy some vinyl.
Yep.
Just because it's kind of coming around again. And I personally never owned a record player. I've never owned an album.
Yep.
So just the idea of that, like that retroness, I think would be pretty fun to have.
Well, what's cool now is that they actually have units that are like a mix of old and new technology. So it'll have the record player on there, but it'll also be attached to like a really high quality speaker that you can connect via Bluetooth. So you can like, play your phone and stuff on there too. Kind of the best of both worlds kind of thing.
Yeah. So I've got ideas and plans, and my wife doesn't have any idea about those ones yet. Don't listen or she doesn't listen, so I'm safe. No, but she brought up a pretty cool idea for Christmas. So I thought about doing. I'm a Lego guy. I'm gonna probably start putting together those the Mario expansion sets.
Yeah. So
you get the main one, and you have like a whole big world. Me and Zach may work on those, but we're straying off topic here. That's okay. But getting back to the peanuts here, dude, I was just kind of doing a little bit of research and looking into it. And the Miami Herald had an article saying 192,000 people have signed a petition to get it back on broadcast television.
Is that a national petition, or is that just your area?
I think that was just in Miami. No, this is Miami, Florida.
Oh, Miami, Florida. Okay.
Yeah, the Miami Herald is down in Miami, Florida.
Not Miami County.
Yeah, no. So I mean, and their goal was 200,000. They said they were right on track to hit it.
Oh, they'll hit it. Yeah, there's enough people out there that complain about that kind of thing to hit it. That's a nice distraction. Oh, can you believe what they're doing now?
Yeah, I think they even had a trend on Twitter, hashtag Apple hates traditions. So,
oh boy,
you guys have to get over yourself. This isn't free. People are out to make it
all over again.
Yeah. So I mean, people are always going to be hating on Apple. It's just the way it is.
While they upgrade their iPhone, just
there's those secret Apple people. They'll be online and all types of social media, just kind of tearing them down, but yet they'll be tearing them down on their Apple phone.
That's right.
On their iPhone.
So much. I can't let go of my phone.
Oh man. But man, I think we've covered that pretty much to the extent. I mean, I'm fine with it. I'm waiting for the rest of them to go on to streaming services. I like the availability of it. I like watching it on my phone, on any of the tablets. I mean, people argue you can do that now with cable television as well, but why pay? Like I'm struggling with the fact right now that we're paying $160 some for our cable and our internet service.
Yeah,
and I'm the only one watching the TV service.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like we're getting to a point where I'm going to release it, and that's going to save us a ton of money. Our bill would drop down to like $65.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big difference.
And so I just got to find a way to get my NFL Network and my ESPN, just some of my sports. I still need the hold on to, but I mean, getting rid of the rest is not a problem.
Yeah, it's not an issue for me for these Peanuts holiday specials because I was, my mother she'll do the same thing where she calls me up or I'm talking to her during the holiday season and she's like, "Now, Sean, you have to sit Verona down in front of ABC at 8 o'clock on Thursday night because Rudolph's going to be on there or whatever special." I'm like, "All right, Mom, it's we don't do appointment television in this house anymore."
I knew you
It's
were going to say that, and I'm going to call you out on it because I'm guilty too.
on what?
We were always saying we want appointment TV. Ted Lasso, The Boys, The Mandalorian. We know we're going to be at that. We're going to sit there and we're going to watch it on that day.
Well, here's the thing. It's appointment TV, but it's also not really appointment TV because it's like it premieres during, Mandalorian. It premieres at midnight on that day. I'm not staying I love Mandalorian, but I ain't staying up till midnight of the premiere date to watch it.
Actually, it's 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's midnight Pacific time.
Oh, okay. Well, God, even worse.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, man, they're really making sure that nobody in the States gets it first.
Yeah.
So they don't pander to the East Coast time like everything else does.
Yeah, but I mean, point of fact is just like, it's still on demand. So even if I miss it, it's not really appointment television because if you can miss it and still watch it whenever you want after the fact.
Yeah, exactly. Or watch it immediately after again, the second time. So it's appointment TV, but not appointment TV.
Right.
It's a different form of it.
Yeah, different style, which I prefer.
But I think we've covered that pretty much. I think it's right about time that I'm going to run up and kick that cheesy football, and it's going to be moved right out in front of me. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a new one. Yeah, let's go with it. Good grief.
So, good grief. I like it. I have a joke for you. You ready?
Yes.
Dude, I just don't trust atoms. You know why?
Why?
Because they make up everything.
Okay. When you gave me the premise of that joke, Adams, I'm like, does that mean guys named Adam? You don't trust guys named Adam? Okay, let's hear about it.
I don't trust guys in pink. No.
Oh, Atom. Up and Atom. I got it.
Nice.
All right. Surprise, surprise. I don't have a joke at the ready. We didn't talk about it before the recording.
Oh, no, I did bring it up, but you froze.
Oh, shoot.
And I got no response. So here we go, John. You've seen it before. Last time I wasn't ready.
There we go.
And now he's not.
This whole chunk is not going to be in the show.
No, the show it sounds nice and polished. None of this crap happens.
Yeah.
The uncut version is a little more of a hodgepodge. Yes, that hodgepodge.
The hell does that mean? Okay, I got one. All right. You ready?
Yep.
Why isn't Cinderella good at soccer?
Why is she not good at soccer?
Do you know this one?
No.
Okay, thank God. After our joke off, I'm waiting for you to just know what the punchline is and for it to fall flat. Okay. Why isn't Cinderella good at soccer? Because she keeps running away from the ball.
Okay. I was thinking something shoe. Missing a shoe, or the shoe didn't drop, or something. No, I had no idea. I thought about it. I thought too hard to make you think that I know it.
I know. Now it's going to affect my delivery going forward.
Oh man, that's crazy. Well, you know what? That's I think that's two pretty good jokes there. I mean, after the month of October, man, we couldn't do any worse. October was that was a cricket month. Now the last one, we didn't get crickets on, I don't think, but for the most part, it was a bad month.
Yeah. Rough Halloween themed jokes. I'm glad we're past that.
You want to plug all our socials and stuff?
So join us for our podcast here on all podcast platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Join us every Friday as The Mandalorian debuts for our show Dadnarok High Voltage, which is the live version of our podcast. We go live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. So join us there every Friday at 10:30 p.m. as me and Chris go live and discuss The Mandalorian Season 2, and then we'll continue with the show after the season finale this year. What else? Oh, visit Dadnarok.com for all past episodes of the podcast, as well as links to social media pages, and visit our shop on TeePublic.
Yeah, on TeePublic we have Dadnarok stuff, but we also have now high voltage stuff as well. So check that out. It's awesome. But no buts. What's buts are about it?
Gross. You were like, but
Well, I think that's a good enough place as any to go ahead and say the Dadnarok Podcast is signing off.
Damn, I already said good grief earlier.
Give us the Sean Connery one.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Sean Connery, though.
There's no place to put it.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good one. What's a good
Wieners? No. The Rock one.
Yeah, that's a foul one, though. Wonderful. Prom queen. Is that what I should say?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Sean Connery quotes.
You can say, like, all right.
Recording already?
No.
Audacity? All right. So you can chime in here. All right, let's find one here.
You want to put like a little RIP type thing at the end of the show?
Yeah. His 10 greatest movie quotes. There we go. You call this archaeology, Junior? Capone. Untouchables. Oh, you know what? I've never seen The Untouchables, but I'd love to. I can't believe I haven't seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
James Bond, Goldfinger, Highlander. You only live twice. No, those are the 10 best, huh? I think his more popular quotes are from SNL when they did the Celebrity Jeopardy. I don't know. I'm not feeling this one.
Okay, we can just cut it off.
All right, I'll add something later after editing.
Yeah, give us whatever, blockhead or something.
All right, hold on a second. I'll do that. You blockhead.
Stop. Okay, guys, if you watch us here, check us out on your platform. See ya.